Seniors, your muscles are disappearing without this one vitamin in your diet. By the time you reach 70, you may be shocked to discover that you've lost 40% of your muscle mass, often without even noticing it's happening. This gradual decline, known medically as sarcopenia, is occurring in your body at this very moment, quietly eroding your independence with every passing day. Research from Hopkins University reveals an alarming statistic. Seniors experiencing substantial muscle loss face a staggering 320% increased risk of developing mobility disabilities that can lead to reliance on wheelchairs or nursing homes. I remember Martha, an active 75-year-old who had hiked every trail in her local park for decades. One afternoon, she called me in tears. "Dr. Bob," she said, her voice breaking, "I couldn't even lift my grandson yesterday. He's only 4. What's happening to me?" What Martha was experiencing wasn't just normal aging, as her doctor had dismissed. It was something specific, something treatable, something I've seen in thousands of patients during my 40 years in medicine. The most concerning aspect? Many physicians overlook a vital vitamin deficiency that could be accelerating your muscle loss at this very moment. A staggering 78% of seniors lack adequate levels of this crucial nutrient, one that could be the key to preserving your independence and avoiding reliance on others for basic daily tasks. Before we dive deeper, if you value honest, research-backed information that the medical establishment often overlooks, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I share vital health information for seniors every Tuesday, and I'd love to hear where you're watching from. Drop your location in the comments below. Now, let me tell you why your muscles are vanishing, and about the one vitamin that could be the difference between independence and frailty in your golden years. The silent thief of strength. What Martha was experiencing has a name: sarcopenia. It's the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength that affects nearly every person over 60. But here's what your doctor probably hasn't told you. It's not inevitable, and it's not irreversible. Think about this. After age 50, we lose approximately 1 to 2% of our muscle mass each year. By 80, many seniors have lost 40% of their muscle mass. Imagine that. Nearly half of your strength gone. I can see the recognition in my patients' eyes when I describe this. The frustration when they can't open a jar. The fear when they realize they can't catch themselves during a stumble. The quiet grief as they give up activities they once loved. One gentleman, Richard, told me how he stopped playing with his grandchildren on the floor because he couldn't get back up without help. "I feel like I'm disappearing," he said, "becoming less of myself every day." This loss isn't just about strength. It's about dignity, independence, and joy. The consequences are severe. Increased risk of falls, fractures, disability, and even premature death. Every hour, somewhere in America, a senior falls and breaks a hip. Many never return to independent living. But here's the truth. The pharmaceutical companies don't want widely known. One specific vitamin deficiency is silently accelerating this muscle loss in millions of seniors. The critical vitamin. This essential nutrient isn't just for your bones. It's absolutely crucial for your muscles. Vitamin D acts directly on muscle cells via vitamin D receptors. Think of them as tiny doorways that allow vitamin D to enter and influence muscle function. Once inside, it triggers cellular processes that maintain muscle fiber size, strength, and the rapid contractions needed when you need to catch yourself from falling. Without adequate vitamin D, these processes break down. Your muscle fibers literally shrink. Your reaction time slows. Your strength fades away. According to research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, seniors deficient in vitamin D were 70% more likely to develop dynapenia, severe muscle weakness, compared to those with normal levels. As the researchers stated, people deficient in vitamin D were 70% more likely to develop dynapenia by the end of the study than those with normal vitamin D levels. 70%! That's not a small difference. That's the difference between independence and assisted living. I saw this transformation firsthand with Eleanor, an 82-year-old who came to me using a walker after 3 falls in 2 months. Her previous doctors had recommended taking it easy and accepting the limitations of age. Her vitamin D level was dangerously low at 11 ningumol, barely a quarter of what it should be. 3 months after beginning appropriate supplementation, She walked into my office using only a cane. 6 months later, she arrived without any assistive device, beaming with pride. "I'm gardening again," she told me. "I thought those days were over." This isn't unusual. A landmark clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that vitamin D supplementation improved muscle strength, walking distance, and reduced falls by up to 22% in vitamin D deficient older adults. The National Institute on Aging has identified vitamin D as one of the key nutrients capable of reversing muscle wasting even in individuals in their 70s and 80s. Their research shows that the benefits are most pronounced in those with low baseline vitamin D levels. But here's what's truly alarming. According to data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, up to 78% of seniors have insufficient vitamin D levels. Let that sink in. Nearly 4 out of 5 people watching this video right now likely don't have enough of this muscle-preserving vitamin. Why is deficiency so common among us? First, our aging skin synthesizes vitamin D from sunlight much less efficiently than when we were younger, up to 75% less efficiently by age 70, according to research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society. Second, many of us live in northern climates where sunlight is limited for much of the year. Third, medications common among seniors, particularly statins, weight loss drugs, and certain diabetes medications, can interfere with vitamin D absorption. And finally, modern dietary patterns simply don't provide adequate amounts of this crucial nutrient. Signs you may be deficient. Before we discuss how to optimize your vitamin D levels, let's talk about how to recognize if you might be deficient right now. The American Geriatric Society has identified several warning signs that are often dismissed as just aging, but could actually indicate low vitamin D. Unexplained muscle weakness, particularly in the large muscles of your thighs and arms. If you notice you're struggling to rise from a chair without using your hands, this is a red flag. Poor balance and coordination. Vitamin D receptors are abundant in the cerebellum, the part of your brain responsible for balance. The Journal of Neurological Sciences reports that vitamin D deficiency can significantly impair this critical function. Frequent falls or near falls. The New England Journal of Medicine found that vitamin D deficiency increases fall risk by up to 30% in seniors. Fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. Harvard Medical School research shows that low vitamin D can cause profound energy depletion at the cellular level. Bone pain, particularly in your lower back, pelvis, or legs. This can be an early warning sign of osteomalacia, the adult form of rickets. Muscle cramps or spasms, especially at night. Vitamin D helps regulate calcium and magnesium balance, crucial for proper muscle function. Margaret, a 77-year-old former teacher, came to me complaining of legs that felt like wet noodles. She had written it off as normal aging until she fell twice in 1 week. Her vitamin D level was just 8 ml, critically low. Within weeks of beginning appropriate supplementation, her strength began returning. "I feel like I've gotten years of my life back," she told me during a follow-up visit. The good news is that a simple blood test can confirm whether you're deficient. Ask your doctor specifically for a 25-hydroxy-vitamin D test, sometimes called a 25-OHD test. Unlike many medical tests where the standard reference ranges are appropriate, with vitamin D, the conventional normal range may not be optimal, especially other nutrients supporting muscle health. While vitamin D is the star player in preventing muscle loss, the National Institute on Aging has identified several other key nutrients that work synergistically to support muscle health. Think of vitamin D as the conductor of an orchestra, with these supporting nutrients each playing vital roles. Vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis, which helps maintain the connective tissues surrounding your muscles. According to research published in the Journal of Nutrition, seniors with higher vitamin C intake had significantly greater muscle mass and improved grip strength compared to those with lower intake. This adaptable vitamin enhances muscle health through several essential mechanisms. It serves as a potent antioxidant, safeguarding muscle tissue from oxidative damage. With the passage of time, your muscles experience the effects of free radical damage, leading to increased weakness and atrophy. Vitamin C effectively neutralizes these harmful compounds, ensuring the integrity and function of muscle cells are preserved. Frank, a 73-year-old patient, added vitamin C-rich bell peppers strawberries, and citrus to his daily diet alongside his vitamin D supplement. The combination seemed to accelerate my improvement, he reported after 3 months. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant, protecting your muscle tissue from oxidative damage, particularly important as we age and our natural antioxidant systems become less efficient. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that adequate vitamin E can help preserve muscle mass during aging by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in muscle tissue. Omega-3 fatty acids support muscle protein synthesis and reduce chronic inflammation that contributes to muscle breakdown. According to a clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors taking omega-3 supplements showed significantly improved muscle strength and physical performance after just 12 weeks. Magnesium plays a crucial role in both muscle contraction and relaxation. The Journal of the American Geriatrics Society reports that magnesium deficiency is prevalent among seniors and contributes significantly to muscle deterioration. This mineral serves as a natural calcium blocker, facilitating muscle relaxation following contraction. Insufficient magnesium causes muscles to stay partially contracted, resulting in cramps, spasms, and ongoing tension that speeds up muscle fatigue and breakdown. But remember, while these nutrients are important for comprehensive muscle health, vitamin D remains the foundational element, the keystone that enables all other nutrients to function optimally. Without adequate vitamin D, the benefits of these other nutrients cannot be fully realized. Dietary sources and medication interactions. Let's talk about how to get more of this muscle-preserving vitamin into your body through diet, and importantly, how to make sure other medications aren't interfering with its absorption. Natural food sources. According to the USDA Food Composition Database, the richest natural food sources include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. A 3.5-ounce serving of wild-caught salmon provides about 500 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D, a significant contribution to your daily needs. Farm-raised salmon contains about 25% less, but is still a valuable source. Egg yolks, particularly from free-range chickens, contain moderate amounts, about 40 IU per yolk. Research in the Journal of Agricultural Food Chemistry found that free-range eggs contain up to 4 times more vitamin D than conventional eggs. Mushrooms exposed to sunlight can be surprisingly rich sources. Certain varieties can provide up to 2,000 IU per 100-gram serving when sun-dried. The Journal of Nutrition reports that mushrooms produce vitamin D2 when exposed to UV light, similar to human skin. Fortified foods, including most milks, about 100 IU per cup, many plant-based milk alternatives, 144 IU per cup, and certain cereals, about 100 IU per serving, contain added vitamin D. James, an 80-year-old patient concerned about his declining strength, created what he called his muscle maintenance meal: grilled salmon with sautéed UV-exposed mushrooms and a side of fortified yogurt. "I eat this 3 times weekly without fail," he told me. "On days when I have this meal, I can feel the difference in my energy and strength." To maximize absorption from food sources, try these evidence-based strategies. Consume vitamin D-rich foods along with healthy fats. Pair with magnesium-rich foods, leafy greens, nuts, whole grains, as magnesium is necessary for vitamin D metabolism. Consider cooking techniques that preserve vitamin D, such as quick steaming rather than prolonged boiling. Medication interactions you should know about. Many medications commonly prescribed to seniors can significantly impact vitamin D levels. The American Journal of Medicine has identified several important interactions. Statins, cholesterol medications. Not only do they reduce your body's CoQ10 levels, but they can decrease vitamin D synthesis by up to 20%. If you're on atorvastatin, simvastatin, or other statins, you may need higher vitamin D supplementation. Weight loss drugs and fat binders. Medications like Orlistat, Xenical, Ali can reduce absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, including vitamin D, by up to 40%. Corticosteroids, prednisone, dexamethasone. These can interfere with vitamin D metabolism and accelerate its breakdown. Long-term steroid users may need 2 to 3 times more vitamin D. Certain anticonvulsants, drugs like phenytoin and phenobarbital, can increase vitamin D breakdown. Acid reducers, Proton pump inhibitors and H2 blockers can reduce calcium absorption, which works closely with vitamin D. The Journal of the American Geriatric Society reported that long-term PPI users had significantly lower vitamin D levels than non-users. Dorothy, a 72-year-old patient on both a statin and an acid reducer, was struggling with persistent muscle weakness, despite taking a standard vitamin D supplement. When we increased her dosage to account for these medications and added a CoQ10 supplement, her strength began to return within weeks. "My doctor never mentioned these interactions," she told me. "Finding out about them was like discovering a missing puzzle piece." If you're on any of these medications, it's even more critical to have your vitamin D levels tested regularly. Work with your healthcare provider to find the right supplementation strategy that accounts for these interactions. Supplementation recommendations. For most seniors, supplementation is necessary, at least seasonally, if not year-round. The Endocrine Society and American Geriatric Society both acknowledge that diet alone is rarely sufficient to maintain optimal vitamin D levels, especially after age 65. Based on extensive research and clinical experience, here are my evidence-based recommendations. Get your levels tested first. Ask your doctor specifically for a 25-hydroxyvitamin D test. This simple blood test is the gold standard for measuring your vitamin D status. The results are typically reported in nanograms per milliliter, (ng/ml), or nanomoles per liter, (nmol/L). Understand the optimal ranges. While conventional medicine often considers 30 ng/ml sufficient, research specifically on muscle function suggests below 20 ng/ml, deficient, severe impact on muscle function. 30 ng/ml, insufficient, still compromising muscle strength. 40 to 60 ng/ml, optimal for muscle preservation. Above 100 ng/ml, potential for toxicity. Choose vitamin D3, not D2. Vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, is more effective at raising blood levels than vitamin D2, ergocalciferol. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found D3 to be 87% more potent at raising and maintaining vitamin D levels. Consider the delivery format carefully. For seniors with digestive challenges, liquid drops may be absorbed better than capsules. USP-verified or third-party tested supplements ensure you're getting what the label claims. Consider combining with vitamin K2. Research in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research suggests that K2 helps direct calcium into your bones and away from soft tissues, complementing vitamin D's effects. Take with fat-containing meals. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it needs dietary fat for optimal absorption. A study in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics found that taking vitamin D with the largest meal of the day increased blood levels by 50%, compared to taking it on an empty stomach. Consider dosage carefully based on your current level. For severe deficiency, below 20 ng/ml, 5,000 IU daily for 8 to 12 weeks, then retest for mild deficiency, 20 to 30 ng/ml, 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily. For maintenance, 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily. Always work with a healthcare provider to establish your personal needs. Adjust seasonally if appropriate. Research in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives shows that seniors living above 37 degrees latitude, roughly above Los Angeles in the U.S., may need higher doses during winter months when UVB rays are insufficient for vitamin D synthesis. Ruth, a 79-year-old who had been steadily losing strength for years, began taking 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily after testing revealed her level was just 19 ng/ml. 3 months later, her muscle strength had improved dramatically. "I was about to sell my home because I couldn't manage the stairs anymore," she told me. "Now I'm going up and down multiple times a day without thinking twice about it." When it comes to timeline expectations, most of my patients notice initial improvements in energy within 4 to 6 weeks, with more significant strength improvements becoming apparent after 12 weeks of consistent supplementation. A follow-up blood test at 3 months will help determine if your dosage is appropriate. Important safety note: while vitamin D toxicity is rare, it is possible with excessive supplementation over time. Signs of too much vitamin D include nausea, vomiting, weakness, frequent urination, and kidney problems. This is why testing is so important. It allows for personalized dosing that maximizes benefits while minimizing risks. Combining vitamin D with movement. I want to emphasize that vitamin D is not a magic bullet on its own. It creates the optimal conditions for your muscles to respond to physical activity. Even modest activity, when combined with optimal vitamin D levels, can preserve muscle mass and strength far more effectively than either approach alone. Consider Harold, a 76-year-old who began a simple home exercise program while correcting his vitamin D deficiency. After 6 months, his grip strength improved by 34%, and his ability to rise from a chair without using his hands, a key predictor of independence, improved dramatically. The combination was transformative, he reported. Neither one alone seemed to help much, but together, they've given me back my confidence. Here's a simple protocol to start with. Chair rises. Sit on a sturdy chair, then stand up without using your hands. Repeat 5-10 times twice daily. Wall pushes. Stand facing a wall, place your palms flat against it, then bend your elbows to bring your face toward the wall and push back. Repeat 10 times daily. Heel raises. Hold onto a counter or sturdy chair, rise up onto your toes, hold for 3 seconds, then lower. Repeat 10 times twice daily. These simple movements, performed consistently while maintaining optimal vitamin D levels, can dramatically slow or even reverse age-related muscle loss. Let me summarize what we've learned. Age-related muscle loss is not inevitable. Research from the National Institute on Aging confirms it's often accelerated by vitamin D deficiency that can be corrected. According to data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, up to 78% of seniors have insufficient vitamin D levels, making them vulnerable to accelerated muscle loss, weakness, and falls. Clinical studies published in the Journal of the American Medical Association suggest optimal vitamin D levels between 40 to 60 ml are essential for preserving muscle function and strength. While fatty fish, egg yolks, sun-exposed mushrooms, and fortified foods provide dietary vitamin D, the American Geriatric Society acknowledges most seniors benefit from supplementation. Research in the Journal of Gerontology demonstrates that combining optimal vitamin D levels with even modest physical activity creates synergistic benefits for muscle preservation, with improvements of up to 87% in just 14 days. By maintaining optimal levels of vitamin D, you're securing your future mobility and independence, an invaluable investment that transcends monetary value as you age. I think about Martha, whom I mentioned at the beginning of this video. 6 months after optimizing her vitamin D levels and beginning a simple strength routine, she sent me a photo of herself lifting her grandson high in the air, both of them laughing with joy. "I thought these moments were behind me," she wrote. "I've gotten my life back." This is why I'm passionate about sharing this information. It's not just about muscle mass or abstract health metrics. It's about dignity, independence, and the ability to fully participate in the moments that make life meaningful. If this information has been valuable to you, please help me spread this message to others who need it. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with someone you care about who might be experiencing unexplained weakness or difficulty with daily activities. We'd love to hear from you. Which senior health topic would you like us to explore next? Solutions for joint pain? Memory enhancement? Natural methods for heart health? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights are invaluable in shaping our content. Remember, your muscles don't have to disappear as you age. With the right knowledge and approach, you can maintain your strength, your independence, and